Hey guys, back in February I attended JDM Legends meet over in Lakeland. So it was put on by one of my buds, whose car you'll see eventually in this video of pictures and whatnot. He's got a Supra, of course, one of my favorite cars that I'll never own, unfortunately. Maybe one day, but who am I kidding? But anyway, there's a lot of S chassis cars. There's a couple of different models of R32 GTRs, whether they're GTSs or not. Most of them were debadged, so I'm not really sure. But some of them had their hoods pop, RBs in there, RB25s, RB26s. Really nice differentiation between a lot of the cars that were at this meet. As you can see in some of the pictures, you got some Mazdas representing for the rotary. You got some 2Js, you got some RBs. There's a couple of nice Honda builds that were there with K20 swaps. Just typical, just chill meet. Really nice cars put together up towards the front of the restaurant. As you walk towards the rear, you had your typical stand stuff that showed up, but I don't think I put any pictures of my car in here. I was up by the front as well. It was right next to that Evo in the first picture. There's a couple of representations from Real Street out there, which is what we just passed through. There's this LS swapped IS that you see right here. Beautiful, beautiful. Slicks in the back, skinnies up front. Had a nice chop to it. Then this, I think is a GS, but I could be wrong. Super wide body. Typical riveted on, but still nice. Really had a nice purple pop to the paint that it had, VIP style on the interior, but I just liked the aggressiveness of it, so I took a lot of pictures. And it was a chillax meet. Like really, this is during the beginning of the year again, and COVID was still an issue. Now apparently you go out and no one really cares, but funny how a couple months just changes everything. This S15 is actually on the cover of D Sport. He had a copy of it in the passenger seat, or driver's seat I should say, because it's a legit right-hand drive. Here's this four-door GTR RB in there, giant turbo. I'm assuming it's a Hypertune or Plasma Man intake manifold, I'm not sure, but looks beautiful. The whole vehicle is put together very nicely. It's been out to a couple of different shows, but I love the four-door look. It's nothing better than a big power sedan out there. Had a molded wide body on it. But whoever did the work, good representation. Loved it. Nice choice of wheels and everything. And perfect setup. Definitely would love to have one of these in my garage one day, but again, pipe dreams. Here's that K20 swapped Civic. I believe it's a Civic. I'm not really sure on all my, I think it's an old school. It's not an EK or anything like that. It's got RSX seats in it, but I think it's a pre-EK. It's like one of those old Hondas. So, sorry that I don't know which model it is, but good setup nonetheless. Beautiful turbo manifold. I loved it. Didn't hear it at all, but he had to have gotten there somehow, so I just missed it. Gato manifold. This Honda minivan was awesome as well. Like I said, really nice group of cars that was set up towards the front. Very clean. Nothing crazy or overdone. Silly camber, none of that. That was more towards the back, like I said before, but all these videos and pictures that you've seen are up towards the front of the restaurant again. I mean, this thing was clean, inside and out. Just did a good job executing everything on here. I wish I could have spent more time, but there's so much music going on that it was hard to film and say my piece, so just had to throw this together to get you guys some insight on what was out there. That Honda that's next to it was really nice. I think it was a big turbo setup, but I don't remember. There's that GS that I was talking about. I believe he's on bags. I think he is on bags because I think the controller was sitting in the center console. But it would look nice if those rivets weren't there and it was actually molded into the car, but you know, everyone has their own way of doing things, so can't hate on him. It was a good setup. I love that paint. You know, I'm gonna have to incorporate purple into my Evo someday. But yeah, you can see that I took a lot of video, a lot of pictures of it. Really well set up. This is legit R34. There's that Real Street Supra that I was alluding to earlier, and then there's the S15 right next to it. I think Real Street did like a little montage of this thing in the interview with the driver. If I can find it, I'll put it in the link below. You guys can check it out there. There's the S15. Real clean inside and out. There's a couple of videos that they did some nice rollers of it. And there's the magazine. I don't know if I zoom in on it or not, but gunnery flap on the back. Just a real clean, low S15 next to a JZ Beast. There were a couple that just showed up out of nowhere towards the end of the meet. There was also a Fox Body Mustang, I think, rolled up with a 2J in it, which was pretty sweet as well. But I miss these types of meets. I think it's the only time that the Evo went out in the last, 4 years? 3 years? 4 years? I don't remember. But it made it out there. And that's the guy who put on the show, Danny. That's his Supra. He was actually raffling off a ride in it. But really clean 2J. Like I said before, I'd love to put one of these in my collection, but I think the best I'm going to be able to get is probably a Hot Wheel, as sad as that is. That's Turbine Built's R33, I believe it was. That thing was clean as hell, too. This is a Supra that just showed up out of nowhere. Super giant turbo on it. There's manifolds, sick. Everything on this car is just immaculate. I think it had HREs on it, so baller wheels. Awesome TRD wing. Just a real clean executed car, and I can't knock it for just being such a magnificent beast. But damn, that thing looks so sexy. Wish I could get it, but whatever. As you can see, I kind of got inside. Also clean interior. These are some of the S chassis cars that were out there. I think it was the SR20 240. I don't remember what the year of it was. I think it was a S13. The red one, I think, is a S14. SR on there. RB and that R32. Not sure about the dangling heart decal or whatever that thing is. And some final pictures when I was leaving the show. Again, like I said, I love the Supra, so there's a lot of pictures, and this thing was outside, just hard parked. It's got the Pope in the back. So thanks for watching, guys, and hope to see you next time. See you.